All right, I'm sitting here with Roel. How are you doing,
What's
man?
up? I'm doing fine, man. How are you doing?
Yeah, great. So, how is the situation in The Hague?
It's a little bit different because we have a beach. So
Yeah,
a
oh
lot
yeah, yeah, of course.
of you know about the situations. A lot of
Yeah,
people went to the beach. Also went to the beach, but yeah, until then it was really good. But now it's just we're all almost like 24 hours sitting inside. We're
yeah.
only going outside when we are going for a drink or what can I say, like
Grocery
for
shopping.
ice cream. Yeah, grocery shopping or for ice cream.
Yeah,
So
all right.
the little things.
Yeah, the weather is nice, but it's really hard. I think for you also to not go to the beach then.
Exactly. Normally
For
you
the
would lay
listen,
on the beach for the whole day.
yeah. For the listeners, there are two Dutch people in the house, so we're living in the same country. I think around 1 hour, 1.5 hour uh, away from each other. So um, I'm not near the beach, but The Hague is near the beach. So it's I think it's hard right now with 20 degrees outside to not go for a walk or go to the beach. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's all closed down, semi-locked down. So
There's a difference with my balcony and the beach. So
yeah,
that's
yeah, crazy. All right, man. So let's do a short introduction. Who is OL and what are you doing right now? And then we going maybe going a little bit deeper on the whole Instagram game.
Yes, of course. So I'm a 24 years old designer. I live in The Hague. I live with my girlfriend. She's also a designer. I met her on my study. I studied graphic design when I was, I think, 16 years old. I first started in Utrecht, and then I went to Rotterdam because the study was more focused on web design, and I thought that was like an opportunity for me to express my creativity more. So I finished graphic design when I was 18 or 19 years old, and I went to another study. It's called Communication Multimedia Design. It's in The Hague also, and it's focused more on giving more purpose to your design, like meaningful design. So we learn about UX design, we learn about accessibility, usability, and all the important factors that we have to keep in mind when designing for other people.
All right. So you're not really designing on the study, but more like what is the thinking process behind the design? So why did
Exactly.
you make it red or make it blue or
Exactly. So we have to document every step that we take into consideration when we are designing for the target audience.
yeah? All right. Great. So when are you done with the study? Is it how long is it?
I'm currently in my third year, so I have one more year. But yeah, it was a tough 3 years because I had several points where I wanted to quit because the study is great, like don't get me wrong, but the quality of the study, it's how can I say it? Like it's sometimes good and sometimes it's just really bad. Like you have periods where you don't learn anything and it's just repeating the same old thing. And I always want to learn something new, but then I learned about the future and I just went to their YouTube page and I learned things on the side. So,
Yeah. So it's more, yeah, it's all the same discussion, right? It's education is very important, but the school
yeah,
system is, yeah, that's something you can discuss on. But I
yeah,
think for to have like a bachelor degree way of thinking is, I think, good for hiring and to know that the thinking is right. I know that I did the same study as we discussed a little bit before the podcast and introduction. Um, I did it in 5 years because I was also a little bit like, yeah, do I need to finish this? Do I need to quit?
yeah.
Or also because in the same time, I had my business, the online marketing agency that blew up a little bit. So I thought to myself, all right, I want to finish it because all the time I put in right now, I'm not gonna waste it. That I think that was the only thing why I wanted to finish it, not for the degree. So I did 1 year between, so I can build the business, and then did the final year, wrote my essay, and then yeah, got my degree and then never doing something with a degree, I
Yeah.
think, in the future. But
Well, that's the thing. Like most people don't do anything with it, so it's really hard because all my friends from the graphic design study that I did when I was 16 years old, a lot of them aren't even designers anymore. So yeah, like they're connecting me like, hey, can you make this or that for me? And I'm like, yo, we did the same study. Like, yeah. So it's difficult.
But because I think also because you're a freelancer or it's a business also. So I think you can show what you can with design. It's not that, all right, show your degree and I know you can design. No, it's not the case. You showcase yourself and on that way you get hired, I think.
Yeah.
So what is the process for you to get new clients? Is it?
The thing is, like, I started graphic design when I was like 12 years old, and
That's young.
I was always like a big talker. So I was always connecting people, say, yo, I can make your flyer for this party, or I can make a logo for your business. And people remembered that because when I was like 18 years old, a lot of people were connecting me like, yo, because people from the same age were starting their businesses when they are 18. Like, they're like, I want to make this clothing line. So I was making logos for them, and that's when word of the mouth comes in handy. So like everybody was talking about me as the designer.
Yeah. All right. Yeah,
until
that's,
this day,
think. Yes.
So until this day, like everybody is word to mouth. Like everybody knows about me in The Hague, like as a designer, I think. And something else is like you have to be online much, like post that you're still doing that. So LinkedIn is a good place to show your work.
Yeah, for getting new clients, I think it's for the B2B side, it's really good. I think for maybe B2C or having other designers that want to learn, maybe Instagram is a good channel.
Yeah.
But we go more in depth on that later, I think. So right now it's because through word of mouth and you put your things on LinkedIn, that's the way you get new clients.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all right. Great. And when was the time you started Instagram? Is it something you did early on or just recently?
I was like an early adopter, but so I saw Chris Do from the future. I was always following his moves. So when he went to YouTube, I was thinking, okay, maybe I can teach people on YouTube. When he went to Instagram with the carousels, I was like, okay, maybe I can do the same thing. But I never really did it. So I was like, okay, I can do it. I was a thinker, but I wasn't a doer. So when I saw Tim Walker post about stuff, Chris also, like I saw Chris Davis. Yes. So that's when I thought, okay, more people are doing this and I just have to jump in it as soon as possible. But I started off wrong because I niched down too much. So I posted on a business page. So my face wasn't clear. And I also posted in Dutch, so I was just niching down too much. Yeah,
but I think I saw, I don't know his name, I need to look it up on Instagram also. I was struggling with it also, so I'm going to start in Dutch or going to start in English? It was like a discussion with myself, like what can I do? I can do both, I think. But I saw a guy who did also carousels, but he had like just as we do it in English, but in a short description underneath like the title or something, he did it in his language. So there was one post, like maybe I can, for the people watching the video, for example, I have this post, right? I had the title and he had like in the little, where part 1 is.
Oh yeah,
in a little font. He did. Yeah, it wasn't Dutch. I think it was Spanish or something. But he did it within 2 languages. So I thought maybe I can experiment with that. But my main focus was, all right, there are a lot more people speaking English all over the world. So maybe I need to start in English right away so I can be more international. That was my thing. I thought that was
like everybody can speak a little bit of English, so I was like, okay, if they just can read it a little bit, it's fine. But the thing was, I saw another Dutch guy, Mike van der IJssel. He has now everybody knows him in the Netherlands. He has like 15k followers, I think, and at the time he had 3 to 4k. So he was an example, like, okay, you have to post in English. So I DM'd him and saying, "Why do you post in English?" and just interviewed him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he talked to me, I was like, "Yeah, okay, that's the thing. I have to post in English now because he's doing great work and he's setting an example for people here in the Netherlands." So I was like, I just have to follow his advice and go on my personal page.
Yeah. And now he has 17K followers.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
At first it was really, how can I say, like scary to post on your personal account. Did you experience the same thing?
Yeah, man, it was. It's what we discussed before. I was like, all right, I'm not going to show my face. I'm going to only do like the informational stuff or the business stuff with text and other images, not from me. But then I added the last slide with my like a picture of my head, and I was also thinking, all right, it was my birthday like 3 weeks ago. Should I post something about it? Yes or no? But I thought, all right, I'm going to do it because it's more personal, and I had a lot of replies on the picture, so that was good. And also, I think with IGTV, what I'm doing now with the podcast is also more personal, so people will recognize me. But I think I can do it more. I can integrate my pictures of myself more into the carousels, but I didn't figure it out how just yet. But it's also where a lot of work, more work again, I think. So yeah, I need to figure it out. And I think you post a picture of yourself also on some posts, not on everything, but like
yeah. So
like milestones.
Exactly. So I started implementing pictures of myself when I really grew a lot. I was like, okay, now people have to know me, because before people knew me because I could DM all of them. So we had a little chat. I would send them pictures of what I'm doing today, share my workspace. But when I grew to like 5K, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm getting a lot of DMs and I can't reply them all in the same value as I did before. So in the same quality. So then I thought, okay, how can I brand myself more? So I started editing my own pictures. So I took this one like a year ago, or no, not a year ago, like half a year ago. So I was like, okay, should I use that? Because it's not that accurate, but like I look the same. I haven't changed. Yeah, no. So I removed the background, made it gray, and I thought, okay, this a pretty good example of who I am. Like in the picture, I'm looking serious on the side, and I was like that guy, and I thought it was helpful for the last slide, so that's why I implemented it there.
Yeah, I think you also did a post on that, right? Or there's a picture of me 1 year ago. I removed the background, used it in my post. I think
exactly. Yes. So I try to break down everything that I do to show people how to do everything I did, and that's what I'm trying to do now. So.
Yeah, that's also important, I think. Like 2 days ago, I was like, damn, man, what I'm going to post? I have no inspiration, I'm tired. And I thought, wait a second, maybe I just need to post that I have no inspiration and I'm tired.
Exactly.
Right?
That's the inspiration.
Yeah. But then like 5 minutes later, I had this inspiration coming from, okay, how to do marketing, because all of our clients are asking questions about the coronavirus, what to do with marketing. So I thought that this is also a great post. But I think also that sometimes you thinking about it and maybe thinking about it is the inspiration or the post you need to also to show that it's not always easy.
Yeah, perfect. Like everybody's thinking that every post of mine is like perfect, but it isn't. Like my post from yesterday, how to change your folder icons, like it wasn't really that good, but you can see that I didn't have a lot of inspiration. I was just like, okay, I want to do something else than only Photoshop tutorials. Yeah. To not niche down too much. So that's why I decided to post a little bit different tutorial, but I see that my audience doesn't like it. So
just switch it up, try new things. And
yeah, exactly. I'm always trying new things.
Yeah, I think also that's very important. But I think you don't need to switch all of it. Just make sure that you do your niche where you know it's working, but sometimes just post another things to try out different ways.
Yeah, like my niche is tutorials now and not Photoshop tutorials. So that's the thing, like I want to make sure that it stays on tutorials and not Photoshop tutorials. Yeah, because niching down too much killed my other page. So.
Yeah, all right. So that's a valuable tip, I think. Don't niche down too much, but niche down. Exactly. I think that is good. Also, what I think I'm growing from the point that I build, or not build. We have the community, right? The community with the carousels, with Dean, with you, with Mike, with Chris, and the moment I try to get involved into the community with DMing or commenting on all different posts, I saw that from that point on, I think I was going to grow like 5 to 10 followers a day because of that. So I think that's also very, very important to share that if you want to grow with Instagram, try to build a community or try to get involved in a community where, you can relate on the other channels also.
Exactly, that's well said. Like you have to become, I can say, like online buddies. Like be friends with people, ask them how the day is going first before you're asking them for a favor. Like those little things, like just be human with each other.
Yeah, I think like voice notes also really are working because it's more personal. It's more and it's easier also because it's a lot of work if you want to build a community. I'm like 3, 4, 5 hours straight on Instagram every day just to make sure to comment on everything and make sure to reply to DMs and do all the things Instagram wants me to do to make sure that keep growing. And so you need to make it easier for yourself. And with voice notes, I think you make it easier for yourself and also be more personal in the same way.
That's true. And also, if you're trying to DM bigger pages, that's something that I notice now. Like when people DM me, you have to be really specific. Like, don't just say hello, but say what you really want. Like, hello, I'm DMing you to find out about, and then just say it. Like, it's really that easy.
Yeah, for sure. So don't waste time with people.
Exactly, because we're like you said, like you're 5 hours on Instagram. I'm 8 hours on Instagram. So that's like you need to reply fast to people. And I think when you hit like 50K, like Dane Walker, you can't even reply to them all because they're not specific enough. Like
no, But how much DMs do you get on a daily basis now with your 70,000 followers right now?
For my, how can I say, like I design my DMs to primary, then general, and then I leave some people on read. It's not because I don't want to reply, but it's because they're not asking a specific question. So I can't reply to them. And usually I would tell them like, can you please ask more specific questions? But I just can't right now because it's really busy in my DMs.
Is it a lot?
But let me check. So I have more than 100 people trying to message me. But
right
it's,
now,
exactly. But it's in another category that I don't see. I can open it, but it's just hard to read them all. But I get
these are people that aren't following, or you don't follow them. It's on
exactly like I don't follow them back, but the people that I follow, like I think I get around 20 DMs from them. So like quality DMs that I can reply to. So I have like 20 chats a day. Also love with you, with Mike, Ethan, Shavazo, Chris, and Mouse. So Money Villains, So like those people are my community, I can say. And then I have like the general chat where I have a lot of people that are asking me specific questions, and I can answer all of those. So. In general, I can show you my DMs. It's
30 or 40 a day, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So these are the requests. So let me see if I can show you that. But these are the popular ones. So if I go to all, let me see. So then it's gonna it's longer. And this is the general that I try to answer all.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh,
So I try to do my best to you get the message. That's a lot.
Crazy. So let's go a little bit more in depth on your growth on Instagram. You're growing really fast, like 900,000 new followers a day. So maybe we can go a little bit into the story. Just you mentioned a little bit how you started, but when was it that it picked up the pace, and what did you do to make sure that you keep the momentum going, or even get it better?
Yes. Okay. So at first I started posting a lot about motivational quotes, more like carousels, and also about marketing a little bit, how to grow your Instagram. But like everybody was doing it, so it wasn't that original.
Yeah.
So I thought I had to make a switch, and I thought, okay, what can I learn people? Like, what's the problem that people encounter? And it was learning design. Like, it's really valuable. Like, I paid, I think, 12,000 to learn everything that I know today. So I thought, okay, I can learn this for free to people. And yeah, that's at that point that I made that switch to learn people about design. I got a lot of more followers. So like I got 50 a day, like 50 to 100 a day when I posted tutorials about Photoshop. So I noticed, okay, I have to do this. I got a lot more saves, likes, comments as well. And then when I hit around 3K, one post blew up. It was like how to remove your background in just one click. So I saw that it had 1,200 saves and it had like 3K likes or something. So I was like, okay, it's really good. Like for my page, I usually got around 100, 200 to 300 likes. So I was like, okay, this is a lot. And a buddy of mine talked to me and he said, why aren't you promoting? Like you're a brand, right? And I was like, yeah, okay, you can look at it like that. And so I started promoting the post. So I targeted America, most Western countries. And I also targeted India because most people leave them out, but I didn't leave them out because I think there's a lot of people in India that are into design. And my goal was to teach people design, so I can't just leave them out. So I added them in the promotion, and yeah, the rest is history. Like it was such a cheap promotion. Like I got a lot of followers from my money, and it was just it wasn't really like paying for followers. It was more like paying to see to let show my message to more people, and they could later on decide to follow me. And they all did. So.
Yeah, so it's a combination of valuable content, checking out which content is already doing good, and then make sure it get more eyes on it to make more followers, because you know the content is good, so people would like to know more, and then on that way it grew more and more.
Exactly, because I put in the work. Like I believe that you have to put in like 50%. Or like 100% of yourself, and like 50% of your page has to be ready. Like I posted for 30 days. I then noticed that I had to make the change to Photoshop tutorial. I then posted another 30 days, and then I saw that one post was blowing up. So I was like, okay, I have to promote this one. And now for the last 30 days, I'm enjoying the momentum and building followers every day. So I can even adjust how many people see the ad. As most people know, in Facebook, you can just edit everything. So when I spend €5 a day, I get around 500 followers. When I spend $10 a day, I get, or euros, I get 1,000 followers a day. So I can just, I can say like manage how many followers I get because people just like my content.
Yeah, all right. So, and it's also, you're running that ad still now on the same?
Yeah. I'm still running it. I'm planning to run it like forever, like till it dies down.
Yeah, right. So when you check it, when you get more, you need to pay more for the followers, or somehow it get less. Then you check out, right? Are there other posts which are also doing good?
Exactly. When it's not profitable for me anymore, I'll just quit it. But then I have another 3 posts that just blew up. So that's the thing. Like So it's a process that you can repeat. It's not.
And I think maybe it also it was, the timing was great. So that you mentioned that you put in the work, 30 days, test a lot of different things out, already having the momentum going. Also, getting followers. So you showed Instagram, all right, check out what I'm doing. I'm building the platform, building my community, and try different things out. I also think that if you start now a new IG account, you can't just put on ads and go from there. I think it will grow, but for a lot of money.
The quality is also really low of your followers. Like, you're not reaching your community like you want.
And you showed for the last 60 days what you can do with it, and I think Instagram gives priority on that and make sure that you gain more momentum, so more followers are coming, and on that way, I think timing was good, the content was good, and that way the momentum grew a lot.
Yes, exactly. And the thing is, like, everybody can do this. So that's the thing. Like, there's no secret, but it's about the quality of your content. Like, if it's that good, like removing a background in one click, like everybody wants to know that because backgrounds are trash to cut out. So
Yeah.
like, it takes a lot of time to cut them out, and everybody knows about that. So when I found out about updating Photoshop to 2020 version, like I never updated it. But when I found out about this trick, I was like, okay, everybody has to upgrade. So then I made this post and I just told people about it, and a lot of people didn't upgrade as me as well. So they didn't know the trick. So
No,
that's
but
what helped me.
it's very valuable content which you're sharing to the community, and people can do something with it and think, all right, this is great. Maybe he has more tutorials or more tips, and that's the way
Exactly.
that you get the followers. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that combination, but the most important thing is the valuable content. I think when I did the carousels or started carousels, it was a lot of work. Still, it's a lot of work, a few hours per day to make it. But the content is so valuable that people are sticking with it. So I had like 2 carousels and then 1 quote, single image. The single image in reach is doing more on hashtags than the carousels, but the followers I'm getting from the posts are higher at the carousels than on the quotes.
Exactly.
So because of the valuable content.
Yeah, because I think carousels are like, how can I say, like we all know about it in our community, but friends of mine that aren't into design, they were like, yo, why you're posting 10 pictures? It's really cool what you're doing. Like, what's the point of it? Like, isn't it more work? So like, I think there's a marketing opportunity for people that they're like, if you have, let's say, a business for pets, you can even add carousels and it will perform better because people don't know about it. It's surprisingly good. Like, it's the wow effect that you bring with it also.
Yeah, and I see it a lot on LinkedIn now also.
Yeah,
a lot of people on LinkedIn are doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little bit different because you need to make a document or a PDF, I think, and every page becomes a slide. So we're, for our marketing agency, we're also doing it right now on LinkedIn. We're gonna try out. We haven't a lot of followers on that, but are growing. But I see a lot of people using it on LinkedIn also.
Exactly. Like I first started out in Keynote, so I worked with that. I made a master template, and I could also export everything to PDF. So I posted it on LinkedIn earlier also. But now in Photoshop it's a little bit harder, so I just dropped it.
Yeah, I'm still on Keynote also. It's a little bit easier. Yeah, for me.
But if you're a non-designer, it's really easy to use Keynote because the alignment is great in there. You can have master pages. It's just so easy to use Keynote.
Yeah, I just have, I think if I check it out, I have a Keynote where all my pages right now, like,
that's nice.
261 slides.
Wow.
In one Keynote,
nice.
Because I just copy the last posts because I want to check out if I have pictures from 4 or 5 posts ago, or like structures or template. I want to copy it, and then because it's all different. So yeah, I'm just building one big Keynote file, I think.
That's great. Yeah, I usually build like a map of Keynote files, and I'll just like that's what I did, and then just exactly copy it out of it. But now in Photoshop, like I see some people, I think Jerry Murrah is one of them. They have like all these carousel posts on top of each other in one file, like Illustrator. Yeah. So on all your artboard. So that's really good. But like I just can't do that because my files, like my layers, I don't name it. So I'm not one of those guys. So
you can't find it anymore otherwise.
Exactly. So but it's good if you keep it organized. I think it will help you productivity a lot.
Yeah, for sure. But I have, like, in the office, I have a widescreen, a big wide screen, which is okay. But if I unplug my laptop, then all the icons on my desktop are just it's crazy. It is, and you have like you can make sure that maps are in one thing and PDF files, documents on the Mac, right? That you
use text.
If I open everything on my desktop, it's crazy. It's
like literally, like my last post, it was about a tutorial about the folders, right?
Yeah.
So I had to screenshot my Mac desktop. So I was looking at my Mac desktop. I didn't check the use text. and I think it was like 28,000 files on my desktop.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's first put them all in bed, but my MacBook just crashed because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you opened it,
So-
like, whoop, yeah. And I also have like
Exactly.
a folder like shit or something, and then put
Yeah.
everything on it, and then shit too, and put the
Yeah,
other
exactly.
folder.
Final.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just name it whatever I want. But that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like you have to be organized to work more efficient. But when my creativity flows, I can't be asked to like work on
No.
my structure.
No, and I also tried to do like the inbox zeros thing where you delete
Oh, yeah.
or archive emails. But the thing is that I think it's good, it's working when it's inbox zero or you have like a good feeling. But it if it takes too much time to get organized, then it's not worth it for
It's
me.
not worth it.
Like, so,
Exactly.
so that is the thing. If it's easy for me to do it, I will do it, and it's effective. But if it takes too much time to every day make sure I don't have any mails in my inbox and archive it, or then I think no, I don't have time.
Exactly. Because the thing is, like with all my carousels, like all my tutorials, I have to screenshot my pictures, right? So like I have to screenshot what I'm doing, and
Yeah,
it
right, yeah.
automatically saves to your desktop on Mac. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like my desktop is always full of screenshots. So
Yeah.
what you're saying earlier, like it just takes too much time to organize it
Yeah.
all.
And then you have like a map, or open it on your Explorer, and then type in in Dutch is schermafbeelding then, and then you have all of it, and just
Exactly. Yeah.
make sure to delete them all in one time, just once a week or once a
exactly.
month. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. So like
Alright.
I put them all on my hard drive because I don't know if I need them in the future.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like,
The gold, that's the gold for you, right?
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
screenshots
yeah.
are my living right now. Yeah.
All right, great. So to get back on the momentum, really clear. So viable content first off, post for 30 to 60 days, switch things up, check what's working, find your niche. If you have like a post that goes viral, make sure to throw some money at it, and in the right audience, build the momentum further.
Exactly. And don't just spend your money. Like I started up with like 10 or 20 euros, I think. And then I talked to Ethan, and he was like, okay, you have to scale this up, but don't do too much. So I downloaded the Facebook ad manager, and I just pressed the plus sign on my budget. So it output $8, I think, or €8. And I just did that every day, so I could up it enough, like until my budget was done.
Yeah.
Because if you just let's say if it worked and I upped it to my budget to like €100, it would have killed the momentum, I think. Like, I would just have grown too much, and Instagram would be like, "Yo, this guy's just paying money."
No, but it's I think that's a great mindset, a great way of thinking with Instagram, to make sure, all right, Instagram is the platform. You are the slave of Instagram. You need to do what Instagram likes, right? It's maybe a little bit strange word for it, but you need to make sure that people stay on your page. All right, the carousels are doing that, so they're swiping. The time on your profile is longer, but also make sure that you give some money to Instagram, because they want money, they want to make money. So if you do that based on ads, then you are saying to Instagram, I like you, and make sure to have a little bit of prioritization on my profile. And nobody knows the algorithm, but there are ways to know that you need to satisfy Instagram. And
because like I think like everybody thinks they know it, but that's the thing, like we're all just guessing, in my opinion. Like when I spend money to Instagram, I personally think that they like me more because my profile is just up a little bit, and it's not because I'm spending a lot of money, because I don't spend a lot of money.
No.
So that's the thing. Like I think Instagram just favors me and puts me on the highlighted pages and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So you're on 17,000 followers right now, I think.
Yeah,
you're
like
upping like
just hit it. Yeah. So like it's now I lowered my budget just to make it more manageable for me. Like I don't want to spend a lot of money on ads also. Like not because it's bad, but I'm currently making this course, as you know.
Yeah.
And I'm putting in a lot of work and money to make sure that I get it before 20K. So that's what I promised to my followers, and I will make sure that I hit that goal.
Yeah.
So
you're growing too fast.
yeah. So I was growing too fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just think I have to lower it a little bit, and when I hit my course, like when I upload it, I would just do the same thing I did before and just up it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But to come back on your point, like how to be successful on Instagram, in my opinion, it's just to be like consistent. What you told me, like post every day. That's the thing. Like if you're not going to post every day, in my opinion, you won't be as successful as you can be. So be consistent, post every day. Also post around the same time. That's the thing I noticed. Like I always post around 6 past morning.
Yeah.
Right. So it's past morning after 12. Right. So like just when people have dinner time.
But all right. That's our time, right?
Exactly. Like our dinner time. But I tackle people in America with that. Like people in America, it's like 12 or 11 in the morning, and in India it's like evening. So I tackle like everybody in that circle. So that's the thing. Like you have to see when your audience is most active and just post at that time. Because last night I posted 3 hours later. And I just noticed that I got 100 likes in like 10 minutes, but normally I get like 200 to 300 likes in 10 minutes. So that's the thing, like, it's different. And also, what I would say is just be more personal, like what you said about your profile picture, your photos, like use it, go live. All those things help to build your community, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I think also live thing. You were live with Chris, right?
Exactly.
Like a few days ago. Yeah, and like do it also.
I'm this guy. Like in real life, I'm really, how can I say, like outgoing, and I'm just how can I say, I'm always a talker. But on live, because my English isn't that good in my opinion, I was a little bit struggling. But that's why I never went live. But Chris was like, "Yo, let's just do it." And when I did it, I can say like I was really I can say like happy that I did it. So it was like that other barrier, like how I didn't want to post on my personal page at first, and I just did it and I blew up. I also came out of my comfort zone with Instagram Live.
Yeah, and that for sure. I'm also a little bit in that comfort zone. Chris asked me let's do a live soon, so I'm gonna do it. I think in the weekend. But also it's a little bit. It's the first thing, right? It's I don't know. It's a little bit. I need to get out of my comfort zone, but I think you had like 400 to 500 people that
in total. Exactly. Like in total, 400 or 500 people watched it, and that was the first session. We had 2 sessions because my phone died.
Okay.
So that was the first session. The second session, I don't know. It was a little bit longer, so maybe the same amount. But we're going live this Saturday also, so hope to see you there.
Nice. Of course, I'm going to check it out. So a little bit just. To finish things up, maybe a little bit last topic to talk about monetizing. So you said I'm building this course right now. I'm gonna show it to my audience, make a little bit of money. Is there another way you are monetizing right now? Are you doing like coaching or people getting into your DMs, or is the course the thing for you to monetize your audience?
Yes, the thing is, like, I get a lot of clients in the Netherlands from my Instagram account, so I'm currently not earning money through my Instagram, but more as a, how can I say, like a little bit of marketing for myself, so like people know what I'm doing. So I make logos on the side, make YouTube videos, edit them, like all the design stuff. And my course is like, I think it's going to be my income for Instagram, like for all my hard work. Like I put 12 years of like, how can I say, studying design into this. So I hope that it will do well. I'm going to price it really low, just to, not because it's not valuable, but like I know how it is to not have a lot of money, but want to learn something. So I have to price it a little bit lower than most people do, because not everybody can spend like 400 euros on a course.
No,
that's not it.
For sure.
No, exactly. No. So I'm keeping that in mind. Right.
So you're building the course right now, and when you're hitting 20K, you're going to make sure to put it on.
Exactly. I also going to have a pre-sale soon, I think, just because a lot of people wanted to have it at a discount price before I launch it. They can buy it for a discount price, so I'm going to do that first to make sure it's acquirable for everybody. and then I'm just going to launch it at 20k ads also.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to be on YouTube soon, so this Sunday.
All right. Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw you. One of your posts, you said you're going to try to get more content on YouTube, but it's also very time consuming, I think.
Exactly, it's a lot of time consuming. But that's the thing. Like, I want to make this my job, so. I'm also a UX designer, UI designer, but that's the thing, like I want to learn everybody about this journey and make sure that they don't have to have all those failures and errors in the process, like how you talk to clients, how you price yourself, because I used to charge 25 euros for a logo first, and now I can charge 600 to 1,000 euros. That's the thing, like, yes, so you don't have to make the same mistakes, because everybody's logo is worth more than they're thinking.
Yeah, it was like we had like the Dutch logo, right? The NL Groen.
Exactly, yeah. It was 250k.
yeah, I don't know.
I think it was 250k. So it's insane. I could have done a better job, but it's the thinking behind it, I think. So.
Yeah, I think so, but I didn't recognize it yet. But the government paid like 250,000 euros to make a logo for a startup fund, I think it is, or a fund to invest in companies. It's crazy, but
that's fun. But but that's the thing, like you have to scale up your business. Like when you see your Instagram is doing good, I think around 10k, you have to swipe up as well, so you can enjoy more markets. Like go on YouTube, go on LinkedIn, and just make sure that you're getting your audience to more social media platforms. I'm also on TikTok. Because the thing is, when Instagram gets deleted, like, when it gets deleted, for example, where's your audience? Like,
yeah, of course. Yeah, there's always this discussion about email marketing, right? So make sure that people on your Instagram can download a report or something, so you have the email, because the email will never go away. I think that's true, but I think also you need to be present on all those other social platforms, and the right way to do it, I think, is fully focused down on one platform. For us, it's Instagram, but could be TikTok. I don't know. And then make sure what you are doing, go to YouTube, go to the other platforms, and build your following.
Exactly. Yes, first establish.
Great strategy.
Exactly. That's it, man. Well said.
Yeah. All right. Great, man. So, where can the listeners find you? Of course, on Instagram. What is your Instagram handle?
It's @Roel_van_Claveren. And
I will thank you for sure.
Thank you very much. That's great. Yeah, exactly. They will write it wrong for sure. So also on YouTube, it's the same. My link is also in my bio, so that's the thing.
All right.
TikTok is the same handle, and on Instagram on LinkedIn just fill in my name. You'll see me.
Yeah. All right. Great, man. So thank you very much for your time, for dropping the value.
Thank you for your time.
I think this was a great podcast. Also having the other side with ads and everything, getting more discussed, and I think there's good strategies to make sure the followers also can grow. So thank you for that, and thank you for your time, man.
Yeah, thank you for your time, man. It was really great to be here.
Right.